Welcome to Sip and Snip. I'm your host, Palma, and she loves it. That's right, on this beautiful Victoria Day long weekend here in Canada. For those of you celebrating this beautiful long weekend, happy Victoria Day weekend. Listen, the fireworks are about to begin with my next guest. Let's give everyone a few moments just to join on into the live. And for those of you who are catching the replay, I hope you enjoy this one because let me tell you, I told you the fireworks are coming in hot and I see the numbers are rolling in. So let's get this show started because I think our guest is ready to come on in. But before we do that, I'd like to give her a proper welcome. So today's guest is someone whose passion goes beyond hair. With over 18 years in the industry, Miranda Furtado is a stylist, salon owner, educator, national brand ambassador for Great Lengths Canada, and a Contessa Emerging Hairstylist finalist. But what I really truly stands out about Miranda is the heart behind her work. Today, we're getting into the stories behind hair extensions, the transformations they create, the lives they changed along the way. So pull up a chair, grab a drink, there we go, baby, and let's cut the small talk and welcome in Miranda Furtado to the show. Let's see, let's get her in. For her in her backyard, it looked like. And let's see, I'm sure she's going to tell us what she's sipping on. All right. Hi, guys. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm good. I was gonna drive to the salon today and do this from work,
no.
and I'm like, absolutely not. So I actually went to the nursery this morning and bought a bunch of flowers. So as soon as we're off this call, I'm doing a bunch of gardening.
Hey, I mean, let me tell you, even though I put on the full face, I had to put on some contouring for my girl. I couldn't do
you're
you
always
wrong.
You're always on fire.
But I'm going to be doing the same thing as soon as we hang up on this as well. But I don't want to rush this. I don't want to rush this at all.
No rush.
Because, I want to go back just for a moment to let everyone know how we actually met. So, to be honest, we've met many times. It wasn't just this one time, but this is the one that really stood out for me. When I walked into Great Lengths Canada here in Canada, location Mississauga to be specific, I was quite nervous. I was excited. I had all these emotions because I hadn't taken a course in a really long time, and something so specific that I was and very afraid of for so long was learning hair extensions.
Really?
Yes. Oh. And so I just was like, that's it. I'm going to bite the bullet here and I'm going to do it. What do I have to be afraid about? I have 20 years of experience in my back pocket. I shouldn't be afraid. And you know what? My clients would love for me to offer them this service. And then I open up the door and there you are and Richie. And I'm like, oh my God, what are you guys doing here? And it just made me feel safe. It made me feel normal, like, hey, I'm here just like everyone else that I look up to and admire who's already doing extensions and killing it in the game. Congratulations to you for that.
Thank you.
So I was there learning, but you were there achieving the title of Great Lengths Canada Ambassador. Congratulations. Wow.
Thank you.
I know. It's really hard for us to talk about ourselves in that positive light. And I think we need to continue to do that. This is why I've created this platform, because I really want to celebrate artists who aren't afraid.
Well, here, let's cheers to that then.
Thank you. What are you sipping on? We start the show off with that. I love
a little rosé. I figured it was really good. It went well with the gardening. But I did break out this weird giant glass that I got on a bachelorette trip to Niagara on the lake.
Hey, my stomping ground. Love it, honey. Just keep going.
Girl, I think I might hold an entire bottle.
No way. It's that big, eh?
Yes.
That's what she said. Oops.
Hey. Well, cheers.
Cheers to you, Miranda. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I love it.
I've been looking forward to this. But to like, well, cheers to, first of all, so
Yes.
it's not bad luck.
I have to say, yes, we don't want that. I have
No,
to say, though, when I did announce that I was going to be doing this, both you and Richie were the only two people that really like messaged me, DM'd me. I gotta get him on. I'm hoping he'd be interested to come on.
of course he would.
Yeah, I want to get him on for the fall season because we're rolling into the fall already with the next episode.
Oh
So
my God, that's
I know.
crazy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
I mean, congratulations to our industry because
Yes.
this is not, I mean, I'm doing this because, you know, I got my talent from my father cutting hair, but this gift of the gab comes from my mama. And it would be a waste if I didn't share my
Do you
love.
want to know a secret? I
Tell
might have
me.
told you this already, but I actually used to be on TV. Like I used to be on
I
TV national
know.
news. So I'm like, when you're saying all this, I'm like, girl, I got you. I am coming on, no problemo. I love this.
Well, this is not going to be the last. So I'm
Okay,
sure you and I will be touching base.
Wait, I have a question.
Oh, sure.
When do I get to be your co-host for the Contessas?
Right?
I'm still pushing for this.
Yes. I mean, I love that. Plant the seeds. I agree with that 100%. Listen, I planted that seed over 10 years ago at
Oh
a
my God.
Contessa. I went up to Laura Dunphy at the time and I said, and I looked up at Bill and I said to her, one day I'm going to be up there too.
Okay,
And
so
she,
those are the words. Those are the words that I'm saying, and I'm saying it to you.
yes.
And Bill Rowley is like a family friend. He's done my mother-in-law's
Oh,
hair
I
for
love
I
him.
don't know how long. And then, we had started talking and being friendly. He's so sweet. I know he like vacations in France, like in the summer. He brought my first daughter, Poppy, when she was born. He brought her this little bear, Gustav, with this little beret on
Aww.
him, like so cute. And then the one year, it was the year that you and I had met and
Yeah.
talked so many times. And then you were co-hosting, and then I was like, exactly what you just said. I'm like, I'm going to plant the seed. And I
That's
don't
what you
say
gotta
that because I'm
do.
sitting in a garden right now, but
Yes.
truly, you
See?
plant the seed.
See? Look at this manifestation. I love it. Because honestly, you just got to keep putting yourself out there. When people ask me, like, how did I get there? How did I get there? By doing things like this.
Yes.
Jumping on IG Lives during COVID and,
Oh my
you
God.
know, starting to interview people within my industry, then doing it again now. I honestly, truly felt that when I was given the opportunity to co-host with Bill, come on, man. I would be doing an injustice if I didn't continue to do that, you know, off the platform and sharing that platform with other artists. I feel
Yep.
so blessed to continue to do that and then to be able to do this here today. But let's cut the small talk, Miranda, because I want to get right into it, honey.
All right, let's do
Okay?
this.
The why behind extensions. We got to jump right into it.
Yep.
And here it is. You know, what was it about extensions that first pulled you in? Was it the transformations? What was it about it? The education? Tell us about it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it was completely selfish.
Love it.
Not many people know this, but I have extremely curly hair. And I grew up and like, bless my mom, love her, but she's not a girly girl, never knew how to deal with my curls.
Aw.
There is this infamous photo from grade like 3 or 4 and where my hair is literally just this round because she brushed it out and put like this weird
Yeah.
little bow in it that matched my pink and purple overalls. It's still the bane of my existence. But I just never really knew how to do my hair. I didn't really get it. Um, and back then, like YouTube wasn't a thing, Instagram wasn't a thing. So I would go and bleach my hair, dye it with Kool-Aid. This is like also back in like probably the 90s when like Manic Panic was just coming out. And
Panic.
I don't know. Basically, I fried my hair. I
I mean, it said it in the title, Miranda. Manic Panic. I mean,
yes.
Hello, people. Read the label.
Yeah. So, anyways, what I would do is I would bleach my hair, which obviously I cannot do with like L'Oreal Feria with curly hair now that I know all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I would start at the lower colors in the Kool-Aid color and like flavor collection, work my way to the darkest ones, and then re-bleach my hair. Obviously having curly dry hair, I didn't know how to treat it. I didn't understand the science behind salon quality products and what the difference was. Again, like bless my
Okay.
mom, she was a single mom, and
Bless your mom.
I used that Pantene
Bless her
Pro-V
heart, as
girl.
they like to
Hey,
say in
hey,
the South.
yes, like
Bless
as
her heart.
bless her heart.
But this is where you burnt it off and you found hair extensions.
Yes, exactly. So I
Jeez.
actually, you want to know a full circle story?
Yeah.
I so when first moved to Toronto, I was actually a fashion and beauty editor for one of Canada's largest newspaper companies. That's how I got into CTV
Wow.
actually. And I wrote beauty, and I got a lot of stuff for free because we had like it was a huge company,
Yeah.
and I actually got great lengths for free, and
Oh,
I
that's cool.
became obsessed with
Yeah.
extensions. But writers don't make a lot of money in Toronto, so I could barely afford to live, and I was still bartending at nightclubs on the weekends. So another bartender and I learned how to do bonds on each other.
That's crazy cool. This is how it
Like
normally starts.
just
You know?
insane. Yes, I usually sit like I see all these people online right now like retipping hair as if it's like something new. I'm like, I did this 18 years. No, I was in my early 20s, so and I'm now 40, so almost 20. Yeah, probably 18, 20 years ago. We would sit there for 12 hours, remove each other's hair. Someone would be retipping the other person's hair
Wow.
while the other one was doing reinstall, and it was just like on and on. So I actually did that, and then it kind of just grew within like friends and family, and then
Yeah.
finally I was just like, wait, this could actually be like a career. And like at that point, I had moved to being in marketing, and I didn't like the job I was in, and I
Okay.
started to take it a little bit more seriously. So me, being the go-getter that I am, went and
Hell
got
yeah.
not certified once, did 17 certifications because my theory was if I didn't have the experience of going to hair school,
Yep.
I'd better be the most damn educated extensionist in the city so I can at least back myself up. Um,
Absolutely.
so that's where it began, and then I did
I
everything
love it.
backwards. I went and got licensed probably only like 4 or 5 years ago, but yeah,
That's incredible.
I took every
Really.
opportunity, honestly.
Yes, you again planting the seeds as you sit there in the garden. So cheers to that because
Yeah.
truly it takes a lot of courage to really be vulnerable and say, hey, sure, I might be an expertise in this, but
Yep.
now it's time for me to get my license in cosmetology, right? So
Yep.
cheers.
Thank you.
Mm.
It was a good little challenge.
Yeah, and I love that. I love it. And it kind of talking about and speaking about how you and your coworker from the bar were taking each other's tips out and retipping the extensions and the bonds kind of brings me to my next question and kind of the most beautiful story I've heard in a really long time. I haven't watched something on social media that actually brought me to tears.
Okay.
You posted something with a client of yours, which really, if everyone who follows you would see this story, this needs to be broadcasted, if
Thank you.
furthermore than what you've done. And that's why I want to talk about it. She was suffering through cancer and was going through chemo. And before she lost her hair, she
Oh
cut
God,
off
now I'm gonna cry.
all
Yeah.
her, I can't, like, she cut off all her hair and asked you to make, I'm getting goosebumps, asked you to make hair extensions with her hair so that when her hair started growing back, you were able to put her own hair back on her head.
I was just,
Miranda,
it was
with
a full
all
circle
the
moment.
goosebumps.
I know.
Can you? Okay, so we need to talk about this and how impactful us hair artists are when it comes to people's lives. It's not just hair. I'm
No,
going to say it again. It's not just hair.
it's an
And
identity.
right, what we are actually able to do and to create, this is where lives change. And you did that for this woman who was suffering, who was going through the challenges, and God only knows whatever else was happening within her life, but you gave her back her crown. Take us through that, if you may.
Oh, I have goosebumps, and I actually have been. I'll get to this part later. I have been working on a project But because of that story, I had another girl who suffered full body alopecia, and
Oh,
her hair just started growing back, and she's getting married, actually probably relatively soon, because I did her install probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I haven't posted it yet, but it's another heartwarming, like, tug at your heartstrings kind of story.
yes,
But she had contacted when we were talking about the post chemo client, she
yeah,
contacted me and we did a virtual consultation, and she had a very limited budget, and it was just one of those things that, when you just like this opportunity presents
yes,
itself to you and you're just
yes,
like, first of all, I love helping people like that. I love doing what I can. But it's also like, it was great that she trusted me in that, because it's not something I offer. I told her very
yes,
much, very explicitly, like, it is very experimental, like what we're going to do. It might not be your perfect outcome right now, but the
right,
longer your hair grows, working in a topper and working those things in, it's going to look more natural.
right.
But even as she said, she's like, anything's better than what I have now. Like, I don't feel like myself. And I was just like, that hit home. I'm like, okay. I'm like, and then the whole thing, and she didn't even tell me until halfway through the conversation that she saved her own ponytail. And I'm like, wait, what? And I was just like, I'll just do this. I don't even know if we made a profit from it. I don't care. Like, it was just something that was such a cool freaking story. And like, just hit me in the feels, and I knew
Yeah,
that we had to do it, and it was
it was
it
incredible. The transformation was incredible. I
thank
need
you.
everyone to like go onto your Instagram and watch it. It is absolutely, you mind blowed me. Like it was something, yeah, for real. Excuse the expression,
Thank
but
you.
you truly made me see a real transformation. Listen, we see it all the time. Women coming in, they want extra hair, they want the thickness, they want the volume, they want the glam.
Yes,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong
If
with it.
someone is suffering with alopecia or is going through chemo and actually thought about what can I do after, cut off her ponytail, reached out to
Crazy.
one of the greatest hair extensions here, artists in Canada,
Thank
and
you.
said, hey, I need you to help me. Opens up a door of opportunity for so many other men and women
Yep.
who can use this as, hey, I could get this done too.
I
You better
yeah.
believe it.
I also have to say, I think I feel like I've been looking for a challenge recently.
So well.
It's like it's great that I'm great at my job. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Yes.
I love that, and kind of what you were saying earlier, that we do need to talk about these accomplishments.
Yeah.
And there's not many time. I don't get much time, but when I do, and I can sit back and look at what I've accomplished and what I've created, it is nice to think, or in my head, and thank you to you for the
No,
confirmation, but
it's
being like one
true.
of the top. But I and it's great that everybody that wants volume and wants the glam, and I don't know, like, when you do the same thing over and over
Of
again,
course.
I can do it with my eyes closed, and like, it's great. I
Of
still
course.
love it. I have a passion for it. I love the instant gratification of a makeover. But I have to say, something like that, that's what I'm looking for. And I think that, like, that challenge and that feeling really resonated with me, and I'm so glad that you kind of brought this up, because
Yeah.
again, I was mentioned, I had an alopecia client that found me through that
See?
content.
Yes.
And do you want to know my secret now?
Yes. Ready, guys? We need drum roll.
I think we need drum rolls, and hold on, I
You
need
need
a
your
sip.
drink.
Yes, okay, hold on.
Okay, guys, we're ready. Miranda has a secret to share with us.
You got First of all, you were the first person that I've
First,
told outside of my salon and outside of my household.
okay, then. Here we go. Oh my God, I'm
I
excited.
Yes, I have been working on, so I'm going to walk you through my prototypes. But the problem that I found with that chemo client was
Yeah.
I couldn't find a topper that looked natural. And if I did, it was so expensive. And as I mentioned, she was working on a limited budget. So it really
Okay.
made it difficult, and to know that it would match her skin tone or whatever. And I had
Yeah.
actually taken a scalp prosthesis class probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, but they kind of fell off the radar. I don't know if they went out of business or what, but it's been this challenge, and I've spent so much money on this course that I'm like, what can I do with it? And I've actually been starting to make my own.
Stop it. You're making toppers? Oh my God. No.
Yes.
You're making toppers?
Yes,
I
but
have
not just,
so many people
hold
looking
on,
for toppers. Oh
but
my gosh.
not just toppers. What I'm doing is I found a makeup line because I've now came up with this technology myself and like this way to do it. But what I'm doing is I am launching a Shopify store, where people can actually like do sizing, or they can come in and do a custom one. But I went to Shoppers and I figured out which makeup line had the most color options in powder, which was
That's
Maybelline.
incredible.
So people will actually be able to figure out what Maybelline color they are, and I can like match it to them.
Stop this. You are brilliant. This is
So
incredible.
I've had so many like trial and errors. Like I just haven't had time, but this is my one that's drying in the sun right now.
Oh my gosh.
She's a beige. Obviously she needs to be brushed out, but until everything is actually fully cured, I can't brush the hair, otherwise it can come out.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. Oh my God. Congratulations, first of all, on creating something that will continue to help people. But then also, hey, you weren't afraid.
Yeah.
You jumped into it with both feet and you're like, that's it. I'm doing this because
there's a need, and the thing is,
there
it's like
really is.
Well, even as you just said, you know so many people, but
so many.
What I've found is like either like the people that are coming in, you know, I can attach extensions to short hair. That's not the problem. It's having that coverage for the attachment point that's always been an issue.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to figure this out, and I've taken like courses from overseas and from like Brazil and stuff, but they were using materials that weren't like necessarily deemed skin safe afterwards. Not to say that they were bad, but I mean, if your target demographic is helping people that have a medical issue, you don't want to be putting that on their head. So I have actually been going and going to special effects studios. I've been going and learning like prosthesis. Yeah.
Okay, when are you launching your Shopify store? Like let's get to.
I don't know. I'm honestly
you're gonna have to keep us posted. You're gonna have to announce the date, but we know now that something is in the making.
Yes.
And I think it's absolutely brilliant with all that you've achieved in your career, Miranda.
Thank you. Actually,
this is where it matters.
There's one more thing.
Oh my God.
So as you know, like a custom made wig is like, oh God, like you're looking at like what, $5,000, if not more.
Yes, of course.
Or if you're looking at like a CNC like scalp prosthesis for a full head woman, you're looking basically, I think, $7,000 to $10,000.
Yep.
So I was kind of doing my homework, and there like most or a lot of health insurance companies will cover up to like $2,500 or $3,000.
Okay.
So that's actually going to be my price point.
Very
so that
good.
people don't need to be out of pocket.
That's really smart.
And
it's really smart. There's not a lot of Canadian brands either that are creating this here. Like, come on, Canada. Like, we need to step up and show up for each other. And Miranda, you're doing this.
Well, the other way that I'm keeping costs low is owning an extension salon. I have a ton of extra hair that just, is in our back room.
Yes.
But the clients that come in and their hair's still in good condition, if they've done K-tips or something like that, but they're not reusing them, or even a weft. So I have been sanitizing them, like triple sanitizing, and then doing like a bond repair treatment on them and actually reusing the hair instead of tossing it.
You know what?
So it's full circle.
This is so interesting. So I was taught a technique as well called bridging, and it was all done with weft hair, and I love the technique. But whenever my clients were like, okay, it's been over a year with the same weft, it's time for me to like purchase more hair, I kept all those wefts of hair. And instead of like, I never made wigs, but you know, I'm an avant-garde artist, so I used
Yeah.
a lot of their hair
Yes.
for my award-winning collections, if I do say so
Hey.
myself.
Congrats.
So, I
Congrats,
mean,
girl. Congrats.
I think don't waste what you have there. It could be created into something else, right?
It
Like,
can. And even like a scalp prosthesis, I'm like, okay, when your hair grows out, you might not use it as much. Or if you decide to do, the clip-on method, you're not wearing it 24/7,
are you going to
but
create ones that you actually glue on and like
I'm gonna
clip
have
on?
options. I'm
You're
gonna
going to
have
have
options.
amazing.
So if you are fully bald,
Yeah,
then you can glue it on, or you can use like tape, like whatever adhesive product
right,
that you prefer.
right.
But I'm also going to be making it with clips, or you can custom order it where it's just like clips on the side, one in the back, and then glue the front.
Okay, I
Um,
like that.
I'm gonna make options. There's also this is why the Shopify is taking a while, because I also want it where you can, obviously choose your color of scalp. I want you to be able to choose like the hair color. I want you to be able to upload a photo of your hair currently. I also want it where you can upload an inspo photo. Um, I've done so many virtual consultations for hair extensions. I'm pretty good at color matching with that stuff, but it'll
This
be
is so
options for
good.
like a shadow root, whatever you kind of need. The one thing I'm trying to figure out right now is
Yeah.
like including a haircut with it, but without seeing the person, and if someone's ordering it online, figuring out how long the layers need to be is a little tricky. So I'm kind of just working through the kinks of that right now. Um, and then I'm also going to have an in-salon like option where you come in and I will trace your scalp and like do it that
Yeah.
way. But I'm also trying to figure out a way where people can trace their scalp at home easily and mail it to me so then I can make it the exact like
That's really
measurement.
cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
As you're talking, I mean, I'm already going through the list of people that have been asking me for something like this for a really long time.
Really? Like I said,
Yes.
I can't find a
I
solution.
can't be alone in this. I can't be alone as a
No.
hairstylist behind the chair where clients are asking me, what is my next solution when this gets really bad and I've been very gifted and I'm very grateful for this talent to create an illusion that people are not losing the hair. And I think we've all, through the years of expertise, learned how to cut hair to make it not look like that.
Yeah.
However, there does come a time where you got to say, please tell me when it's time for me to get a wig, or tell me when I should just shave my head. And I have a list of people that I would love to give them the opportunity to say, hey, we have a solution here now.
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said about this being Canadian
Yeah.
and being something where people can feel safe, and not worried about tariffs or extra shipping fees because it's coming from overseas. I think that's also what's really stopping people from making the jump.
And
And
and it's
yeah,
all of those compounded with the is it going to match? Is it going to match my
right,
skin? Is it going to
exactly,
be obvious? And that's
exactly.
where I've been trying to figure out this bottleneck where I'm like, okay, the products that I'm using are skin safe. Again, I've been working with like special effects companies.
This is
Um,
incredible. I love that we get to find out all this like insight about you. Like,
Thank
okay,
you.
we see you on Instagram. We see that you do the extensions, but I didn't know that you took a course on scalp analysis and like
I
prosthetics.
did.
Like, this is incredible that we get to
Well,
hear about this.
I took this course, and honestly, they fell off the face of the earth. And ordering the product, it was like a 3D scan. It was sent to Europe, then it was sent
Okay.
to China, and it would be a 4 or 5 month wait. And I'm like, I don't have clients that will wait that long
But you
or
know
pay
what?
that price.
You got what you needed from them. So if they've disappeared, thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up. But now this leads me to my next question for you. How in the world do you balance this? You are also a very proud wife, partner, and mom. And my gosh, you share that with all of us on your socials, and you're a business owner. You're
Yeah.
a Great Lengths ambassador, and now a salon owner, and now you've started this next business endeavor. Miranda, besides the alcohol, how do you balance it all? Tell
Well,
us.
I think no, you just answered it. That's what it is. Um, no, to be honest,
Yeah.
so I've actually switched my salon um business. I've gone to chair rentals.
Yeah, I saw that,
I
which is great.
Yeah, I don't want to be a boss anymore. Um, to again round this out, I was just like, I have two kids at home that I'm a boss to. Like, I don't, well,
Yeah.
maybe not a boss to, but well,
Yes,
actually,
you
I
have
have
to
two girls.
raise.
They're the bosses of me.
Yeah, let's
Um,
be honest here.
seriously. No, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like I'm
Of
about
course
to have a
it is.
mental breakdown every freaking day. No,
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 it's
it's
a lot.
great.
That's
It
the
is. It's a
reality of our
lot.
industry. It
Yes.
is a lot to run a salon with many employees
Yeah.
and then to also be able to have a private life. I
Yeah.
admire those who have it. I have never been drawn to it. And sometimes I have like FOMO because I don't have it. Like, what if I did? But
Yeah.
then I do also think I wanted to create a life that I truly desired. And in order for me to create the life that I desire, I can't have all of it.
Yeah.
And so I think this is where you've come to have and make this conclusion. Hey, it's okay. And I love this, Miranda, because you still have your space and now you're giving someone else an opportunity to be their own boss.
Yes. And I think that's what it was. It's like I was clearing my plate because I couldn't handle all of it. I mean, I
Yeah.
did handle it, but
Yes,
I realized I was at a point that it's too much. It's too much. My kids are only young once,
that's
and
right. The
I,
balance.
yeah, I'm like,
Good for you.
it was just too many things. So I did that, but also part of this like scalp prosthesis, my kids like
Yeah.
now joke, oh, mommy's going to the basement to do some wig work in her lab. I'm like, yes,
Love
mommy's
it.
doing wig work. Um, so that's also part of the reason why I was drawn
Yeah.
to this. I'm not going to say it's the main reason because that sounds selfish. Honestly, this did really stem from that one install and then like the ones that have come after that. But if I can do this, from home, and then I can also, rent chairs out and
I think it's brilliant. Listen,
thank
my
you.
word of the year, every year I pick a new word, and I shared this on my last episode, and this year my word is space. And it seems like a lot of us are finding that in common. So you
Yeah.
letting go is not letting go. What
No,
you've done is you've
I'm
created
creating
space.
space. Yes.
And I think congratulations to that for
Thank you.
you. And I think more of us need to learn to create that space and to pour the
Congratulations
drink.
to me then.
You are like, I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up. Let me take a sip because
My
as
my
I
ice
say
cubes
that,
have melted so much that
it
I
is
think I'm just
getting
drinking wine water at this
it.
point.
I love, well, you know what, honey? I'm not complaining because we need the sunshine. But as
Touche.
we're having this last sip together,
Yes.
as every show starts with a snip,
Okay.
every show must end with of advice. So here we go, Miranda. We're at our last question of the episode.
Amazing.
So here we go. What advice would you give to hairstylists who are interested in offering hair extensions behind the chair, but maybe are still building the confidence to step into the space? There it is, and reach the clientele they dream of working with.
Honestly, my main piece of advice is stay humble. If you're already questioning it, it already shows me that you are humble and you are, willing to take the time and effort to be involved in it. I mean this in the kindest and most sincere way, but also truthful. I have taught for, I guess, over a decade. Oh, Jesus Christ, over a decade now. And I have to say, I would teach a 2-day class, and you would spend an hour on some methods, you'd spend 3 hours on a different method, and I would leave there and see these people posting online that they now offer extensions. And part of the course, any course I've ever taught, and well, you were in it, It's
Yeah.
like, hey, take models. Hey, you need to practice. Hey, you need to hone your craft. Like, we can give you the skills, we can give you the basic information, but you need to go and actually experience it.
Yes.
So if somebody is already sitting back and is afraid to kind of go into it because they're not sure, I would say you're the exact person that this industry needs, because you're willing to sit there and think about your actions, the consequences that it, could or may not have, and also the benefits of it. There are a lot of people that are in my industry that aren't like that and do the exact opposite and try to profit off of it. And I don't mean this in a bad way. Everyone's got to make a dollar. But if you're truly that person that is afraid to jump into it, you're the exact person that actually needs to be in my field.
Wow. That just gave me shivers, because I think secretly, not only am I asking that for people who may be listening and wanting to do that, but also for myself. I took that course, it would be 3 years now.
Oh my God, really?
It's been that long, can you imagine? And I'm still anxious about it. I'm still unsure about it. And there's so much that now I am like, hey guys, please do not hesitate. And it's not about, the extensions that I was doing, that I'm so used to, and I could do that with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
But it's this technique with the bond and the fusing that I don't know what has made me feel like, hey, I'm not sure. But I think asking the questions is what would make you feel more and more confident behind the chair and offering.
And take models, ask questions. Like, we're always here to help. Yeah. And it's the ones that just jump in feet first and, act like an expert from day one. That's where the trouble comes in. So I would have to say, even to you, girl, just do it. And the entire team, everyone is happy.
Like, what am I waiting for? Right?
Exactly.
What am I waiting for?
My daughter is sitting over on the deck right now and is dying to come in and say hello.
Please bring her in, because we're about to close off and say goodbye, so we can go.
We're closing off and saying goodbye.
Yeah, we're gonna go and enjoy the rest of this beautiful holiday Monday, Miranda.
And you're not wearing a wig. Get over it.
Thank you for joining me on this episode. You are incredible. We, cannot thank you, everybody, for watching. And for those of you who get to tune in on the recap, we're so excited for you to see all of this that Miranda had to share with us. Here is one of her beautiful daughters. We get to see you all the time.
Yes, this is Poppy.
Hey, Poppy. I'm Palma. I love your name.
Oh, she can't hear you. I have the AirPods in.
Oh,
she says hello, though.
Hi,
and this is Palma. Be nice to her. She's also the Contessa's, and that's the award show Mummy enters.
So cute. So cute. Okay, can we get a peace and love? Tell her to give us a peace sign.
Oh my God, you love the peace sign. She's asking you to do a peace sign.
Can you do a peace sign for me?
Yes, you love doing it.
I love it. We got to end.
She does it in every photo, and now she's shy.
I love it. It's kind of good. She has no idea we're live. So it's our secret and everyone else's. Miranda, thank you.
Thank you.
And now, like you said, we're going to go jump in with both of our feet. I might just take a walk over to the lake and do that right now and enjoy the rest of this beautiful.
Side note about your jumping in the lake.
Yes.
My salon's beside the lake. So when you want to go practice bonds, come to me first and then jump in the lake, okay?
Okay, maybe we will do that. I'm going to take you up on that. We're going to collaborate for sure. I already know. I'm so excited. Mwah! Lots of love to you, Bella.
Bye. Thank you.
Ciao. You too. Bye. Bye.